This is big, isn't it? This is there's a lot of you. The whole town's in. It's big, isn't it? It's nice to be here. It really is. I travel all over the country doing this. You seem like a lovely audience, like really friendly people. I think we're going to get on. I wish every gig was like this. A few weeks ago, I went all the way down to South Wales to do a show in Swansea, and it was a lovely, lovely, lovely gig. Everyone was laughing. Everyone was enjoying themselves, apart from one man right on the front row having a coughing fit all the way through the gig. Or as I thought he was having a coughing fit, it turns out I was being heckled in Welsh. Not ideal, boys. Nice to be with you in Leicester. It's good. You do a lot of travelling doing this job. Do a lot of driving. A lot of comedians complain about driving. Not this guy. I like driving, mainly because it means I can go dogging. Without my mum having to give me a lift. So it's a lot of pros. Any doggers in? Never is. They're always out. But it's all right. But don't worry, I'll go down Bradgate Park afterwards. It's all right. I'll cover both of us. No, I like asking that at gigs, any doggers in, because you always get a different reply. I asked that at Milton Keynes. I said, any doggers in? And the whole room went quiet, apart from one person right down the middle, who just went, this guy! And he picked out his mate, and his mate got really upset about it. His mate stood up in front of about 150 people at this comedy club, and his mate stood up and went, I'm not a dogger, and I don't go dogging. Now, Leicester, when you shout out in front of 150 people, I'm not a dogger and I don't go dogging, 150 people assume that you're a dogger and you go dogging, right? It's an amazing sort of way to bring a room together unanimously, right? Agreed, that is definitely a dogger, right? It was an amazing thing and we all sort of shared it. And the first guy thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And he said, yes, you are. And the second guy went, no, I'm not. And the first guy went, yes, you are. And the second guy lost it. And he said, no, I'm not. And me and the audience all realised that this had got serious. And I was panicking. I thought I'd struggle to lose the room a little bit. And me and the audience, we were all waiting to see what happened next. And he lost it. And he kicked the chair in front of him. And he turned and he said, right, you, me, outside now. And they went out to the car park and fucked each other. All right. It's my joke, I'll finish it. No, I do like driving. I think you have to for this job. I sort of do travel all over the country. I do 700, 800 miles a week traveling over, sort of telling silly jokes to towns and stuff. And I worked it out on a pen and paper last year, that I spend more time in the car on my own driving to gigs than I spend with human beings combined, right? Which is quite a weird thing to learn about yourself. And I tried to rebrand it, like it was cool. My car is my horse and we're traveling the highways. I'm a lone wolf. And I was half right. I'm lonely. There's a very sort of, I do like it, I was in a sad way. I was in a sad place at the time. I thought, I don't need any friends. My career was, I don't need any friends. I've got my car. A man and his car, there's a connection. It's like having a girlfriend. There's a lot of similarities. I got my first one at 17. It cost me a fortune. I have no idea how it works under the bonnet. All right, I had to get rid of the old one because of the weird, funny smell. There's a lot of similarities, Once at university, I took a new one home to show my family. My nana complained about the colour. There's a lot of similarities, I don't know. I do get lonely sometimes. For a long time, I lived on my own. And it's weird. I do like it. I enjoy my own company. I genuinely believe it should be like national service that every single person should spend 6 months living on your own, because you learn about yourself and that makes you a better person. You sort of see your own weaknesses in the same way that when you live with another person, you learn about them. When you live with yourself, you learn about yourself. One of the things that I learned about myself very, very quickly is that I get a lot of self-doubt. Throughout the day, I'm pretty good, but it normally creeps in late at night. It normally happens after I've brushed my teeth, I've got into bed, bed, got my covers over, head on the pillow, eyes closed, getting on board the Dream Express off to the land of Nod. Everything's rosy, ready to finish the day. And just as I'm starting to drift away, a little voice will pop into my head. And I'll just creep in and say, hey Alex, what? You'll never guess. What? You left the back door open. Just a very subtle little voice. I think, no, I didn't. Yes, you did. And next thing you know, covers come off, slippers go on, go down the stairs, go into the kitchen, go and check it. Of course I didn't leave the back door open. What am I like? Oh, bloody hell. So I go back up the stairs, slippers off, under the covers, head on the pillow, eyes closed, Dream Express, off to the land of Nod, and the voice will come back. Hey Alex, what is it this time? I was joking about the back door. You did leave the oven on though, didn't you? So next thing you know, covers come off, slippers go on, we go downstairs, go into the kitchen and check it. Of course I didn't leave the oven on. What am I like? Bloody hell. Ooh. Back up the stairs, slippers off, under the covers, head on the pillow, eyes closed, Dream Express, off to the land of Nod. And I'm ready for the voice this time. Hey Alex, what is it this time? I was joking about the back door. I was joking about the oven. Go on, what have you got? Everyone you know thinks you're an arsehole. Can't shut that one. Can't shut that one at all. Stays with you forever. Festers away. Until you get a job where you appeal for love from strangers. I don't know. Well, no, I wasn't on my own. For a little while, when I first moved to Leicester, I live in Leicester. I'm one of you. I live in Leicester. I moved there a few years ago. I didn't do any research on it. I wanted to move up my parents' house. I saw it was like the middle of the country. I thought, that looks all right. It seems cool. And it was a very exciting time to move to Leicester. I'm sure you're all aware, it was when Leicester was in the news, all the world's media were coming. It was, I always get this story wrong because I'm not a Leicester native, but it was when the people of Leicester found Jamie Vardy under a car park. I think that was a big week. It was a big week, right? It's like an exciting place. It's, oh man, it's, that joke doesn't work in other towns. But, it's, people just think, is Jamie Vardy a dogger? What happened? I don't know, but no. I moved there a few years ago. I didn't do a lot of research. I saw a flat online. I was just sort of going. I didn't go and visit it. I just saw the picture. I saw the rent. I thought it's all right. Seems nice, and I agreed to move in. I didn't realise that I was going to have a housemate. So when I arrived, it was like, you're going to be living with this other guy. Now this guy was called Alex, right? We share a name and nothing else. That is the last thing that we have in common. Now for this story, it is important you know, I'm not a man. That's not like a gender thing. It's not a sexuality thing. But I'm 23 years old. I feel comfortable in my own skin, but I feel like 23 is too old to call yourself a boy, but it's not old enough. I've not earned the status in my life to call myself a man, right? Put it this way, I like football, I'm frightened of spiders, all right? That's the kind of guy you're dealing with, all right? It's like, when I use a public toilet, I have to use a cubicle, regardless of bodily function, because I have what is known as a shy bladder, or as it's more commonly known, a small penis, okay? It's just, so we're all on the same page, right? Now, Alex, right? Alex, the guy that I moved in with, a flatmate, right? We shared a name, I thought it's going to be cool, we're going to be like buddies. I knew that straight away that Alex was going to be like the man of the house. I knew instantly he was going to be the man, because the day that I moved in, Alex tripped over and accidentally put up a shelf, right? That is fucking, oh man, right? This big guy. I think this isn't a criticism of Alex, right? This isn't a criticism, it's just the best way to describe him. Alex is one of the lads. He's one of the boys. He's a huge football fan. He follows his favourite football team up and down the country, follows them everywhere they go, never misses a match. He's a super fan and a great guy to boot. But sometimes when he's with his mates, away matches, he gets himself into a little bit of trouble. He gets himself into all sorts of mix-ups. And once he got himself arrested. But Alex is such a lad that when he got arrested, he used his one free phone call on Babe Station, right? It's not a free phone call. Well, it's $1.79 a minute on the mobile. Hiya, Cindy, how you doing? It is me again. Well, as a matter of fact, I have been a naughty boy. Joke's on Cindy, she had to drive to Hartlepool, right? It's bail him out. But it was weird. It was a bit odd living with Alex because, I felt like I found it a bit awkward trying to assert my authority around the house, and I found a way of doing it because there was like a chink in his armour. Because even though he was like the alpha bloke, it was me that was more comfortable with my sexuality. Like, I know that I'm straight. I know that I'm straight. I can have a glass of white wine on a night out. I know that I'm straight. I can watch Eurovision and I can enjoy it. I know that I'm straight. I can have a semi-homoerotic daddy fantasy about my housemate. I know that I'm straight. It's a very simple process, right? Whereas like Alex, he's not so sure, and he's to my advantage. I created a game, I created a sport, if you will. It's called Too Easy, and it's a very, very simple game. To win a game of Too Easy, or just to score a point, all you've got to do is wait for your housemate to bend over at any point, and you can score by slapping him on the bottom and shouting, "Too easy, you whore!" It's a very simple game, very simple game. I'm currently winning 117-0. It's almost as if he doesn't know he's playing, right? Now, we play a lot, right? We were playing in Aldi. And it's the one on near Narborough Road, near Hylton Road, that one. That's where the story happened. That's a true fact just for you guys. We were in there, it was our weekly shop, we were hanging out. And Alex was rooting around in the deep freezer. He was rooting around, he was there for a good 45 seconds, maybe even a minute. And he leans in and he says, "Oh, they haven't got any pepperoni pizza." Or at least that's what I thought he said, because I wasn't paying any attention. Because I was down the other end of the aisle, staring him out. And all I could think is, Leicester, this bitch is asking for it. I wasn't going to miss my chance. I was going for a three-pointer with both hands. Woo! Too easy, you whore! And the whole of Aldi looks round. And I realised I might have made a mistake. And Alex, bless him, I've hit him so hard, I forced him bolt upright. And he panicked, he could see everyone looking, and he doesn't know what to do. And he freaked out and he just said, "No! We only do that at home." That's how you win a game of Too Easy. Listen, Leicester, I'm gonna break even with you now. You've been absolutely amazing audience. I've really enjoyed this. I've been doing this for like 5 years. Up until 2 years ago, I was an amateur. Leicester Comedy Festival has given me so many great chances. I was at this show last year. I wasn't in the room, wasn't on the stage. I was outside in the car park waiting to hand out flyers, right? And like for people to come see my show. I did a show at the Exchange. It was a wicked venue. 15 people came, right? It was like loads of fun, great. But when you leave this venue, there's going to be like local comedians, new acts, handing out flyers. Take those flyers. Go and see like so many great new acts that are coming out of this city trying amazing things. Go and do that for me. My name's Alex Hylton. You've been absolutely lovely.